The Arctic and the Antarctic are words that, just by hearing them, make us feel cold. And immediately an image of snow, ice, and a completely white place comes to mind. But is this really true or not? Let's find out whether this is true, and what the difference is between the Arctic and the Antarctic. Welcome to the Go to Know channel. Today we will answer the question, what is the difference between the Arctic and the Antarctic? To begin with, and quite unexpectedly, the Arctic and the Antarctic are completely different from each other. Although there are similarities between them in terms of snow, ice, and cold weather, there are dozens or even hundreds of differences between them. For example, the first difference is that one consists of a vast ocean, while the other consists of massive mountains. In addition, one contains human and animal life, while the other contains no signs of life at all. The ozone hole exists over one of the poles, but not the other, and temperatures also differ between the two poles. The temperature in the first is warmer than in the second. The first exploratory expedition to the Arctic took place in the 19th century and was led by the British explorer William Parry in 1827. After that, exploration missions began to accelerate in search of new discoveries. Indeed, a new expedition took place in the 1960s, led by the American Ralph Plaisted, who reached the area using snowmobiles in 1968. As for the Antarctic, exploration began somewhat later. European and American explorers attempted several times to reach the South Pole, starting with the Norwegian Roald Amundsen and ending with the British captain Robert Falcon Scott. All explorers who attempted to reach the South Pole managed to approach it to a distance of approximately 600 kilometers, but they were unable to reach it and were all turned back by the relevant authorities due to harsh weather conditions and the depletion of their supply. However, one explorer did not stop and tried again. He was indeed able to reach the South Pole in 1911, but during the return journey, this explorer died due to a lack of food and extreme cold. Another difference is related to wildlife, specifically two types of animals, the polar bear and the penguin. Some people believe that these animals live in the same place, but this is a common misconception worldwide. Polar bears and penguins have never met because polar bears live in the Arctic, while penguins live in the Antarctic. If polar bears and penguins had ever met, penguins would have gone extinct a long time ago. A third difference is the terrain surrounding each pole, as well as the nature of the land itself. For example, if we look at the Arctic from above, we will see that it contains no land at all. It is a vast, frozen ocean, surrounded by land from all directions. If we look at the Antarctic, we will see that it is a massive land area, completely surrounded by water. Therefore, the Antarctic is described as one of the 7 continents, and is called the Antarctic continent. As for the Arctic, the reason it is not classified as a continent is that it contains no land at all. The surface consists of solid ice sheets, which are ultimately a frozen ocean. Although we know that the Arctic contains ice, and the Antarctic does as well, this does not mean that there is no difference in temperatures. This difference is not 1 or 2 degrees, but tens of degrees. The Antarctic is much colder than the Arctic, and the reason for this is that the Antarctic contains massive mountain ranges that reach elevations of up to 3,000 meters above sea level. The Arctic, on the other hand, contains no mountains or high elevations, which is why its temperatures are higher. Temperatures in the Antarctic can reach -90 degrees Celsius, and when the sun appears, they rise to -50 degrees Celsius. In contrast, temperatures in the Arctic can reach -40 degrees Celsius, and when the sun appears, they rise to -5 degrees Celsius. Therefore, life is more widespread in the Arctic than in the Antarctic, as the Arctic is home to human populations such as the Eskimo tribes, who live there naturally. Now we have reached the end of the video. If you liked the video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell.